I want to be honest, money used to stress me the F out. That sounds crazy, but when I was younger, I would feel a lot of stress and anxiety just logging on to my bank account to see what my balances are. Probably because I was afraid that I would overdrafted once again. Sometimes when I go to the store, I would have scarcity and anxiety and fear swiping that card, thinking that my card would be declined. As a business owner, sometimes I didn't even want to look at my numbers because I was afraid of what the numbers would look like. You know, if this sounds familiar, over 73% of Americans stress out about money and fear. Now, if you're a business owner and you're working hard and you're afraid and anxious to look at your numbers or understand your profit, this video is for you. If you're working really hard and feel like you're not working hard enough for your money, this video is definitely for you. If you're a person that feels like they never have enough money at the end of the month, this video is also for you. I've been an accountant and an entrepreneur for quite a long time. And what's been really interesting is when it comes to money, a lot of folks don't talk about money. It's a taboo subject. But me as their accountant and tax person, a lot of people open up when it comes to their finances. And I could see that there's a lot of financial stress. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of fear when it comes to money. And don't get me wrong, it's not just on folks that are just starting out or just getting by. I have clients that are making millions of dollars that have these same thought processes, same fears and same anxieties. So it's abundantly clear that while money is important to help us do things, money cannot truly buy us happiness. I remember reading a study saying that once you hit your first $80,000 or $90,000 per year, every dollar you make above that doesn't really make you much happier. And that's true with a lot of clients that I work with. So what is it? Is it having more money makes you happier? Not always, because that just opens up different problems. What I've found is that the mindset and the story behind money is oftentimes what can drive us to happiness or drive us to madness. You know, I'm gonna share with you my story. My dad used to tell me all the time, and my brothers, I have 3 brothers, and say money doesn't grow on trees, or a penny saved is a penny earned, so you better pick up every penny you see on the ground. Or my dad used to always say you have to work hard for your money. I remember my parents would work really hard. They're refugees from Vietnam. My dad would work at 60 hours per week or so at the job. And when it came to spending time at home, my parents would always be arguing. And predominantly, they would argue a lot because of money. My dad would typically go out and buy a lot of stuff that he didn't need. And my mom would yell at him for buying stuff that he didn't need, not realizing that he was buying stuff as a coping mechanism. This consumerism model was stuck in his head. Or my mom would get angry because the bills haven't been paid yet, but my dad would come home with a 12-pack of beer to drown his sorrows. And I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful, and I'm really grateful for my parents and everything they've done to support us. But a lot of this stress, this household argument, this household energy around money also was projected onto me as a child, and that caused me to think certain ways about money as I got older. What a lot of folks don't realize is if you were a parent, the stresses of finances can be projected on your kids. Or if you're a kid, the stresses of finances from your parents can be projected upon you. So we've all started realizing that our childhood experience when it comes around money has crafted what we believe to be true about money. Now, is this true for you? I would love to hear what your thought process is. Pop that down in the comment section below on if you had challenges with money in the past, maybe because of how your parents experienced money or how that was projected upon you. What was your first memory when it came to money? Was it positive? Was it negative? Was it stressful? Was it joyful? I would love to hear your perspective. So if this all sounds familiar to you and you're like, wait a second, I am sharing the same story. Like I said, over 73% of Americans share financial stress when it comes to money. That's a lot of people. That's 3 out of 4 people in America are stressed AF because of their finances. Now, you might go into Instagram and TikTok and everyone looks happy, doing the vacations and the cool cars and the cool watches. But 3 out of 4 people are stressed AF. Now the second question to ask ourselves is, okay, so if that's the case, how do we make money less stressful? How do we make things a little bit easier for us? And how do we reframe the way that we look at money? So as an accountant, and also a mentor to a lot of my clients, helping them scale their businesses, I created a methodology to help us reframe our story around money. And I had this great worksheet that I would love if you could go and download it. Let's take a quick second. Click on the link in my description section below. There's a free link to download this worksheet, and we're gonna go over this worksheet together. Go ahead. I'm gonna wait for you. All right, did you download it yet? Perfect. So let's take a peek at it. Now, this framework is just a 3-part methodology for us to really understand our story around money, and if it's not helping us move in a progressive, positive direction, to reframe it and to set goals to help you achieve what you truly want to achieve. So let's go over the first step of this worksheet. The first step of the worksheet is to understand our story about money. Now remember, our story goes back to our childhood experience. And I invite you to sit and really think about this for a minute of what is your first experience around money and how were your parents with money? And like I said, you might have been raised in a great household and your parents provided everything for you. But there might be something there that you don't realize has crafted this narrative around money, right? And I'm not saying that your parents are bad or you had a bad experience, but there's something that might be there if you're having challenges or you have feelings of stress or anxiety or nervousness when it comes to your finances. And then ask yourself, was there stress in the home because of money? And if so, how did that craft your narrative about money? Maybe you might think that money is scarce or it's hard to get or you have to work hard for your money, or that wealthy people are cheating non-wealthy people. I mean, I've heard all of these things and I've experienced all of that as a kid. Now that you've figured it out or written down these answers, how do you feel about this realization? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel weird? Does it make you feel more clear? Does it give you more visibility about what's happening behind the scenes? I know for me, as I was going through this exercise, I actually felt a little bit of a pit in my stomach. Like I felt really uncomfortable thinking about how my childhood, and as I'm talking to you now, like I actually feel it. Like it's uncomfortable thinking about how my stories of money were dictated by my childhood. Okay, now that we've completed the first page, let's go to page number 2. And this is where it's time to reframe your story by using the power of visualization. Now, visualization in the self-development world is a great way for us to emotionally connect a different outcome than what we thought was to be true. So the first thing is visualize. If you close your eyes for a minute and just take a deep breath and sat there and thought about, like, what does an ideal life look like for you if you had no money stress and a ton of abundance? What does life look like? If you took out all of the worries of money, what does that look like for you? And as you write that down, I invite you to just feel and notice, how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel excited? Does it make you feel calm? Does it make you feel curious? Does it make you feel peaceful? Or does it make you feel stressed? How does that make you feel? And write that down. Now, once you figure that out, what I love doing is creating a future version of my story as if I'm writing to myself. It's like almost like you're creating a letter for yourself saying, hey, Eric, the last 12 months have been absolutely amazing. I worked really hard towards my goals, and now I feel much more abundant and happy. And as you write that, put in some emotion, connect your emotion with your visualization, and that's gonna really help this reframe that story. And finally, the third part is to set some goals. Set some goals when it comes to your finances. Maybe it's to pay off credit card debt. Maybe it's to pay off one credit card. Maybe it's to get your credit score higher. Maybe it's to save for your 401k or a rainy day fund, or to start that nest egg for your business that you've always wanted to start, right? Set a couple of realistic and achievable goals that you could achieve in the next 90 days. Why 90 days? I like 90 days because it's short, realistic, and achievable. It's a short time frame. It's not this huge pie in the sky. I'll do it in 12 months. I'll do it in 2 years, in 5 years. I like setting things in 90-day periods of time because I can visualize what could happen in the next 3 months. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next year. Set a couple of goals for yourself and notice how that makes you feel as you set these goals. Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel excited? Does it make you feel actionable? These are all emotions to just keep track of because they're important for you. And what's going to happen is as you work towards these goals and remember that you have these goals, maybe hang it up in your bathroom or on the side of your computer or on your refrigerator, as you work on these goals and remind yourself of these goals, it's going to help you reframe that story and change your mindset from always focusing on chasing money, but instead chasing these achievements that you want to achieve. So like I said, it's a free worksheet. Just go to my website, just click on the link below, download it, and always you could refer back to this video if you were ever confused by anything. If you got any questions as you're going through a worksheet, click them on the comment section below. Yeah. Click on the comment section below and let me know your thoughts, any questions that you might have. I would love to hear from you. Again, my name is Eric, the Modern Mystic. I'm here to help you find freedom, abundance with all things money, finance, entrepreneurship, and self-development. I make new videos here on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you here every single week. With that said, have a great day. Take care.